What is up, folks? My name is Skunk Commentary, and today, oh my god, we're gonna talk about stupidity. But first, I'm gonna say this. I feel like, imagine that this is Carrie. For those of you who've seen Carrie, you guys know that at the end, the whole town is burned down and the whole gymnasium is burned down. And I'm like a guy who walks in when the whole town's burned down. It's like, wait, what happened? Did I go to the wrong prom? That is me right now, because now we're gonna talk about Logan Paul's review on Jordan Peele's horror movie Nope. So, firstly, I want to make a ginormous spoiler warning for Nope. If you haven't seen Nope, go and see it and then come back. It's still in cinemas. It is really good in my own opinion, and by many other people too. But right now, Nope, Logan Paul said Nope to Nope. Now, what am I talking about? So, Logan Paul made an entire series of 13 tweets where he was shitting on Nope. He was actively shitting on Nope. And I'm gonna read up these tweets and react to them. So this is gonna be a long one. I can already feel my depression returning. So, firstly, Logan Paul said, "Nope is one of the worst movies I've seen in a long time. I love Jordan Peele and Keke Palmer. Can act her ass off. But this movie is completely slow and confusing, with stretched themes that don't justify the pace. A thread." Okay, so firstly, I saw Nope. That was why it took me so long to make this video, and I honestly loved it. It was really smart, really well done, and I agree with Logan Paul that Keke Palmer is a really good actress. But the movie is not slow. I was during most of the time on the edge of my seat watching. But I'm not gonna judge him for the first tweet. Let's move on. It's not hard to conceptualize something disturbing. A trained chimp goes animalistic and mauls an entire set, or a UFO devours anything in its path. It is hard to sensibly tie it to the plot, which was done remarkably poor here. A series of questions. Spoiler alert. Alright, so conceptualize something disturbing is fairly easy. Like, have you guys seen the guinea pig films, for example? Those are disturbing, but not very. I mean, I enjoyed flower flesh, but I'm not gonna go in too much into my film. It is hard to tie it into the plot. Not if the movie is about a UFO and a chimp that goes on a monster. And that is a little bit what Nope is about, but it's more about a bigger message. The message of greed and taking control of something you don't have control of and making money of it. That is what Nope is about. But that was... yeah, I'm just gonna continue on. So here's his first question. No one was curious how a quarter shot through a man's face and killed him, or why a key was lodged in the backside of a horse he was riding. Firstly, this speech sounds very strange grammatically, but you know, I'm not American, I'm Swedish, I'm not gonna go into much on that. But one thing that was not explained in Nope, which fans instantly drew comparisons to, and I think that was what Jordan Peele meant too, with the line of that the place is dark on Google Maps, and I think that is that the government is covering up for this. And again, they said that it was an airplane that dropped out some scrap that killed Otis Sr., I think was his name, yeah, in the beginning of the movie. And the thing is, no one understood why, and they just took it as the explanation, because how else are you gonna do it? That is what humans do, honestly. Like, if you see something that is strange, there is some form of anomaly, you don't go like, was that a UFO? No, if you do that, you're fucking weird. Okay, that was a bit of an extent, but you know what I mean. Okay, let's just move on to a second. Why/how did the shoe stand up upright on the set of Gordy's home? And this one I'm sure has a reason, but I haven't found anything to make sense. So, the reason which I believe Jordan Peele was going for was that was an anomaly, which I am unsure Jordan Peele's ever heard of yet. An anomaly that Jupe focused on, and that took away his eye contact from Gordy. And it could also have been, now this is just speculation, but this is what I thought, that a form of alien also had some form of thing about that, maybe not Jean Jacket, antagonist of the movie, but you know, that was my first compare. My first day, then I realized that, you know, that is just that is an anomaly that you remember. Like, if you see something strange, you remember an anomaly. Am I right? Yeah, I think I am. And yeah, I wouldn't see Logan Paul finding that it makes sense either. Let's just move on. The deep-voiced cinematographer was cryptic for no reason other than to be cryptic. You're telling me that this guy was willing to die because he wanted better lighting to capture the ET extraterrestrial for real. Earlier I talked about the movie's message, that it is about greed and mankind wanting to be greedy and all that. That was exactly what Antlers Holst, the cinematographer, played by the amazing Michael Wincott. He is also in The Crow, which is why I'm such a fan. But the thing is, he wanted the best shot available. He has been waiting his entire life to capture something like that. And it was never really explained to him that if you look at it, it will kill you. And that is what Jean Jacket does. Still the most stupid name for an alien, but you know, I'm running with that. And the thing that it's about is that it is again about greed and thinking you have control about something you don't have control of. And Antlers, he thought he had control of the situation. And also, couldn't Logan Paul at least make a quick IMDb search and Google up that his name was Antlers Holst, or at least that it was Michael Wincott's character? Yeah, this is burning away my brain cells quicker than I thought. But again, he was cryptic for no reason other than cryptic. That was his character. He was a cryptic character. Some people are like that for real. Have Logan Paul ever met a man that is a bit cryptic in his life? I mean, I know people who are a little bit cryptic, you know? Like every teacher in the world is a bit cryptic when they're like, you have to do this. But then when you do that, you do. Okay, I'm kidding too much about school system now, but you know. Again, yeah, I'm moving on to question number 4. So, question number 4 by our friend Logan Paul. Same note. Man on motorcycle. Why was his voice deep and robotic? Framed to be an antagonist who would have a grand reveal. Mystery slowly for the sake of mystery is confusing and leaves too many open endings for a viewer trying to invest themselves in a storyline. Now, that character on the motorcycle, if my memory doesn't fail me, that was actually Nick Cage voice acting. I could be wrong on this, but that was meant to be they already knew that Jean Jacket was its own Jean Jacket, and then that man on the motorcycle, he was meant to be some random who's gonna ride in and try and be something and, you know, get the truth. Probably some form of, you know, conspiracy theorist. That was what it was meant to be, in my opinion. And mystery slowly for the sake of mystery. That character was not important. The thing was, he was taken away from the action happening, and that was what it was meant to. He was meant to be more on the. He was meant to feed up numbers and be something that the character react to. But let's just move on. My next point. The storyline is all over the place. In a crowd of 40 people, the actress was mauled on the set of God's Home was there. Why? Shock factor because of her scarring? Does she come to all of them? Does she come before the ET feeling? Well, I mean, for God's sake. Jupe even said that it was one of his old friends and all of that. Is it so bad to invite a friend to one of your big things? Like, Jesus Christ. That question is so dumb. It can literally be solved by just, oh, they're friends. He's inviting a friend. For God's sake. Jupe. Question number 6. Jupe has trauma with phenomena of commercializing predators for profit. For the last 6 months, we've been feeding horses to an ET in the sky. What about before that? What is the purpose of that creepy cowboy theme park? Well, like I said earlier, the movie is about greed. Jupe is a greedy man, and he has trauma with the phenomena. No, he had trauma by a monkey mauling an entire set, and he still was a greedy man. I'm moving on to question number 7. And also, are you not allowed to have creepy clownboy theme parks anymore? Jesus Christ. Question number 7. Why was there so much emphasis placed on the name of the horses? They had title cards. Why? Well, some movies, books, and other stuff is divided into different parts for you to know which part it is and what is happening. And Gordy also had his own title card, and same with Jean Jacket. So I don't know why you're going after only the horses, but the thing is that each part was about how the horses. The movie is a little bit about the horses and how they're affected, right? And the horses were a big part of it. Also, the ranch was it was a horse ranch, for God's sake, and I thought that setting was really good. Yeah. Question number 8: why was Barbie Ferreira, an incredible acting talent, so utilized in this movie? Why was she even in the movie? Well, because they wanted her in the movie, and you could say the same about Keith David, I think it's called, yeah, the guy who plays the dad. He's a really good actor. Why is he in the movie if only the first couple of minutes? Or Michael Wincott, like I said, one of my favorite actors, a really good actor. Why is he in the movie? Well, because he's playing a good role. And why was he not in the movie so much? Well, because he was not necessary to have in the movie so much. Or Steven Yeun, also a great actor. I love him in The Walking Dead. Why is he in the movie? Well, because why does he need so much in the movie? Because his character wasn't meant to be in the entire movie. Question number 9: way to strip all the life from a phenomenal actor. Daniel Kaluuya. Sorry if I butchered the name there, but you know, by casting him as possibly the most mundane vanilla character I've ever seen. No question, I'm just pissed. I actually thought that Daniel Kaluuya did a great job in the movie. He was a down-to-earth man who cared about his horses and his friends. And his sister, most importantly. He did his best to do everything right, and he did his best to be a good horse father, I guess. He was really good in the movie, in my opinion at least, but you know, it doesn't seem like me and Logan Paul has the same opinions. And Wade stripped life from a phenomenal actor. My ass! He was great! Having him calling him a vanilla character, no, I wouldn't say that. I would not say that at all. How in the actual world did Paul think of these questions? Alright. Question number 10, because I think this is as much as my brain can handle with this bullshit. Yeah, I think this also is the last question. Yeah. An extraterrestrial creature that is advanced enough to fully shapeshift, activate an anti-electromagnetic field, and propel itself in any direction quietly can't tell the difference between a plastic inflatable and a viable meal. Nope. The thing I'm most pissed about is that he's used the movie's title there at the end. Oh, Jesus Christ. But the thing is, Jean Jack is a predator animal, just like Gordy. You know, Gordy is not a predator, Gordy is omnivore, but you know what I mean. It is the meaning behind Jean Jack is to show a predator animal, and also activate an anti-electromagnetic field. That was what it had in the entire movie. There's always an anti-electromagnetic field around it. And fly. The thing is, if a creature has some powers, it has to have some weaknesses too to make it a good character. And I thought Jean Jack was a really good antagonist. And if you're smart in some ways, you're dumb in others. Like, some people are really good at languages, but they're bad at math. And I can tell here that Logan Paul, he's good at recording controversial videos, but he's really bad at reviewing movies. Oh, right. Last tweet. I love Peel, the VFX and aesthetic, but my thesis is this. I can feel him attempting to recreate the shock from Get Out and Us. Mystery, violent, law, and cinematic choices made for the sake of reaction instead of a legitimate contribution to the storyline killed this film for me. I completely disagree. So, I agree with the part that Jordan Peele is amazing. The VFX and aesthetics are amazing. But I can say, I think this movie was way better than both Get Out and Us. And I think that Logan Paul is maybe not the right guy to review a movie. I mean, he did the whole Japanese forest video, which we're not going to talk about. And I think if you want shock, that is a shocking video. But again, Jordan Peele, great movie director, great actors. This movie was really good. Go check it out. I've had enough of this idiocracy. This is Skunk Commentary signing out. Goodbye, folks.